Episode 524, Why Content Marketing is King.
Welcome to TerryWilson3.com, home of TW3. Are you ready to take your money, business, and life to the next level? You are worth more, and you're about to hear how and why. So buckle up and listen up as we journey to the next level. Please welcome your guys to reach your goals, the TW3 family.
Content marketing is the hottest marketing strategy these days, and for good reason. If you want to grow your business, content marketing is the only way, I believe, to do it. And I am living proof and have experienced the ups and downs, the ins and the outs of the economy, both when things are great, when things are bad, when things are contracting, when things are expanding, when markets are shifting, when attitudes are moving, when all of the world around you is shifting. One thing that has been constant for me, at least for over a decade now, is the content marketing aspect of TW3. Content marketing is the ultimate sales tool. It's the best way to get your message out to the world, and it can help you sell your products, services, and ideas more easily. Content marketing also builds trust and credibility with your audience by providing valuable information they want to consume. So why should you invest in content marketing? Here are 3 reasons. Number 1, it works better than traditional marketing strategies because companies have been using these same strategies for decades. Example, TV commercials and billboards. In fact, these traditional methods haven't really worked at all due to their inability to target specific audiences or consumers' use of ad blocks or mobile devices or computers. Content is king because it allows companies like yours and mine to access directly into people's lives through their preferred channels, whether it be email, newsletter, or delivered daily on a blog post published every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m., for example. The second reason is that content is king is that because people prefer receiving messages from their humans rather than machines. This means higher conversion rates when compared against any other type of message delivery system available out there. So you think about you yourself. You're drawn to what? People, their personalities, their stories, their brand. Just a standard commercial or ad or, something in print, they're all great. But what gives things life, what brings value to a brand, what attracts your idea client, your idea person that you want to do business with is people that have heard your content, read your content, seen your content, and they're voting by continually engaging with you. They're voting toward your brand, which is significant feedback that as a content creator you have to have. So what are real companies doing? Content marketing is for real companies, and that's what they do. It's a long-term strategy, not a quick fix. Content marketing builds trust. It builds relationships and authority. But it's not an overnight thing, and that's why it's such a deterrent to new entrepreneurs and startup businesses. One of the things that I hear all the time from clients when they first launch a business is, how do I generate leads immediately? There are some strategies that you can generate leads immediately, but here's what doesn't come immediately: your authority, your credibility, your brand. All of that takes time. And rather than never spending any time in investing in this long-term strategy, let me encourage you, if you're listening to this podcast today, if you're seeing this content online today, let me encourage you, take an hour a day. But I'm going to show you something at the end of this. But take time every day to invest in your brand by investing in creating content. The other just incredible advantage is going to give you is your search engine optimization. There are several ways content marketing helps with search engine optimization. First, when you publish content on a consistent basis, Google knows you're an authority in your industry. Trust me, I know this. One of the things that was just amazing to me over the last decade, I've worked on basically 2 poles, two tracks, if you will. mindset and mechanics. Mindset and mechanics. The mindset of business and the mechanics of business. The mindset of growing a business, the mechanics of growing business. The mindset of personal development, the mechanics of developing yourself personally. And what has been amazing to me, if you've noticed this month, I have taken a little bit of time off of creating podcasts. Now I'm doing a lot of blogging, doing a lot of email marketing, a lot of text marketing. I've done some video marketing on LinkedIn and YouTube, but I've taken a little bit of break here with the podcast. But what is amazing to me is I look and my podcast last week got over 14,000 downloads. The week prior, it got a little over 10,000 downloads. This week, we're already on target to do another 14 to 15,000 downloads in podcast. And some of this content is content that was created 2, 3, 5 years ago. I know it's being consumed, and these aren't just clicks or hits or something, because of the questions I'm getting through our chat bot on our website at terrywilson3.com. I've got people asking me, hey, I was just listening to your training on putting, monetize my message. And I was asking, well, that's a training that was 5 years ago, where I was showing how to stack some RMP offers with a particular talk or training that you wanted to do. So I know the content is being consumed just because of the questions that are being asked. And here's the other thing. I know that it serves for me as how to drive new content creation. And what I mean by that is you would not believe in 2022. Well, yeah, you would believe. In 2022, May the 31st, 2022, when I'm recording episode here for 524, the searches that are landing on my website is amazing to me. And so it tells me what more content I need to be creating. I was looking, what is the top keywords that are driving people to my website? And one of them was straight up how to deal with office stress, stress management, working in an office space and dealing with personality types at the office. It had everything to do with mental health, mindset, and stress, specifically as it relates to business. So what does that tell me? I haven't created any content like that in several months, if not years, but that's the number one content that's being consumed on my site right now. So what that's telling me is it's sort of like a barometer. Okay, this is what the audience out there that would find value in anything I offer, this is what they're looking for. So it tells me this is what I need to be creating. So not only is it great for SEO, which it is, because I get, probably about 1,000 or more views a day on my site just from just raw clicks, just native clicks, not counting, what I'm paying for and what I'm doing actively. I'm just talking passive traffic I'm getting at. But the other thing it serves, yes, it's got that great SEO component to it, but the other thing it serves is it's informing me, and this is the areas I need to be speaking to right now. This is the type of content I need to continue to create and add more value in, because naturally, this isn't traffic that's just coming because I'm driving traffic here to see this particular content. No, this is traffic that's getting there naturally by their own search. So that's powerful information. The second thing that that content does for your SEO is the more time people spend on your site, the longer they'll stay on that page, and the more likely they are to click through to other pages within the site. This is so true. This makes those pages more valuable so that search engines will want to reward them with higher ranking as well. Not just because of how often their keywords are searched, but also by looking at user behavior that indicates engagement with content on those pages. Thirdly, social media shares count toward SEO as well. When readers share articles from blogs or ebooks they've read with others via social media channels like Facebook or Twitter, or even email for that matter, this helps spread awareness about those brands and encourages others either already engaged in similar businesses or potential buyers who may have been unaware before seeing these recommendations further down into their feeds later downstream, with ultimately leading back around again, full circle, building upon itself over time leading up until today where we stand now. Here today together talking about all these things. Thanks again for SEO. Content marketing matters. I'm telling you, content marketing is a long-term strategy. You're building trust with your audience, generating leads, and identifying, this is so important, identifying new customers. If you have a blog, you can use it as a platform to share your expertise, which like I have or others have in the industry, and build up your personal brand. Or if you have an email list, you send out useful information that will help people get more out of their day-to-day work, job, or whatever they're trying to accomplish. But here's the thing that I would tell you that a lot of people, I talk about content marketing. I have talked about content marketing. I probably talk about it at least once a month and the value of it. And this is why I'm so excited about this piece today and why I put it out here. A lot of people say, well, Terry, I'm not a writer. I'm not a content creator. I don't have the capacity to articulate words, ideas, and thoughts around a certain, I mean, I can speak, but I don't even like recording. I'm not in the technical thing of podcasting and this blogging stuff, man. I mean, if it was just, writing a short little essay once every month or something, maybe, but, on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, creating content for LinkedIn, which is different than creating content for Facebook, which is different than creating content for Twitter, which is different than creating content for your blog, which is different than an email piece. There's all these different types of content pieces that I know needs to be done, but I'm just not that person. Well, here's the exciting thing that we are unveiling this coming June 2nd, Wednesday night. I'm showing my elite members first. It's a piece of software. It's a piece of technology that's been out there, but we're putting it in our membership platform and doing some training on it. It's a third party, but basically all you have to do is come up with a rough concept of what you want to talk about or what you want to blog about or what you want to email about or what you want to post about on social media. And here's the thing. It creates it for you. Yes, I said that it creates it for you. Now you can tweak it if it's in the wrong tone, if it's in the wrong voice, if it's not your style, you can tweak. But it's like the Cliff Notes for instead of reading a book, writing a book. I'm telling you, I am going to show a demo that's coming Wednesday night in our elite. It just blew me away. For years, I've been saying, hey, TW3 is not a genie in a bottle. You just can't rub it and wish something and it happens. Well, let me tell you something. This is just about a genie in the bottle. I am blown away by this technology. I am blown away of what it can do. I am blown away that I don't want to step on the lead here, but I'm going to show Wednesday night how I'm very passionate about a few things. And so I just typed in, for instance, as an example, I typed in 60 years of rock and roll with horns, how Chicago still rocks. That was going to be my title. Okay. Now I created that. And then I put in the keywords here. Hey, the members of the band, some hit songs, and then poof, with the click of a button, a literally 500 to 1,000, if I wanted it, blog was generated on the band Chicago, which for me served as great because then I can hyperlink it to my interview with the drummer of Chicago, Tristan Bowden, with the singer-songwriter, Grammy Award-winning vocalist Bill Champlin, who wrote and sung all those hits with Peter Cetera. So I've got content that over the past years with my podcast, I can link to that, but I've got this valuable piece of content that I'm then going to be able to go over to social media channels and places that people hang out that are fans of that particular group and say, hey, here's my latest blog. I hope you guys would find some value in it. And so now think about the power of this. Think about the power of this. I'm using something I'm passionate about. I'm creating content that other people like me would be passionate about. I am building up my brand because I've actually got some content I originated with these groups. I'm going to be able to hyperlink, but then I'm going to take that content and I'm going all over social media And I'm not taking, I'm giving value to those groups, saying, hey, here's a piece I just wrote about our favorite guys from the Windy City. They're going to go over what? They're going to read this, and it's going to be great. I've already read it. It is just informative. It's factual. It gives it's just great. But then they're going to see, hey, there was an interview. I'm going to embed the video chain of me interviewing, and then they're going to go down that rabbit. And then what's going to happen? Then they're going to see advertisements and little pop-ups of things that I sell, things that I offer, things that have nothing to do with rock and roll, with music, with anything else. But for every 1,000 people that are big fans over there, maybe 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 of them are interested in business, are already in business and would like some business solutions. Do you see how this is just so powerful? And now that one thing that was keeping everyone, including myself, from creating more content, well, it's been handled. Now I've got this thing that writes the content for me. I got this thing that creates the content for me. I've got this thing, misspelling bee, that spells the content for me. So, and I can tweak it, I can manage it, I can change it how I want, I can make it more my style by just tweaking here and there. It is so intuitive, it's so easy. You don't have to be a rocket scientist, you don't have to be a computer programmer or coder to drive this software. You simply, if you can type in words that and I'm not talking about full sentences, not even a complete thought. Hey, I want to talk about this band here. Here are some key words that would relate to that band, like band members, song titles, things of that nature. And then with the push of a button, like rubbing a genie in a bottle, poof, you've got content. And then you take that content, you put it on your blog, you hyperlink words within that content to other content that you have. You add pop-ups within that content that would cross-promote things for the traffic you're going to send there. But here's the thing, you're sending all of this native free traffic, enthused traffic that's going to want to go and consume content like that because they're fans of that particular type of content. This is the power of content marketing. If I was Coca-Cola, I would simply be talking about the group Chicago and how our logo inspired them to create a logo similar in their band logo. And I would be pivoting right off of that. And then I would have, like, for all the Chicago fans that are on this page today, click here for a coupon and get half off of a 2-liter Coca-Cola just for saying thanks or whatever. But, whatever industry you're in, whatever product you're selling, whatever service you're providing, using content is so powerful. And now the barrier between having to be a content creator as far as proficient in writing and blogging and podcasting and video creation is getting less and less difficult to overcome. Because here's the other thing, and I'm going to be showing some incredible techniques. This software will automate my video creation. This software automates my email creation. This software automates my posting, my social media posting. I mean, every type of content I want to create. Even to, if I wasn't a speaker, if I didn't want to use my own voice, if I wanted to use, automated, AI type voices. Now, I will tell you, as an audiophile, they're not the greatest, but they're a lot better than what they once were. It is just amazing what you can do with this technology with the click of a button. And in some examples and in some areas, AI voicing like a 2-minute, 3-minute explainer video is not, you don't have to have, yourself, my voice inflection like I'm doing right now with this podcast. I want you to hear my actual voice. I want you to hear the attitudes behind my ideas and thoughts. That's all part about building my brand. But if I send you over to a sales funnel and all I need to do is show you 5 things of how to do X, Y, Z, you don't need attitude and personality. You need data. Well, I will use my AI software to write the copy. I'll use my AI software here to create the video and the voiceover and everything. And what once would have taken me half a day to create now literally takes me just minutes. That's the power of being able to use some of this software and technology that we're putting in our TW3 platform. So I am so excited. So if you're listening to this podcast and you're an elite member out there, you will want to be on the mastermind training this coming Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to encourage you, if you're not a member and you're just a listener, thank you, number one, for listening. And two, create content. Content is so powerful. I'm telling you, I've been doing this coming July 4th will be 14 years. And I'm looking back at the ups, the downs, the ins and outs of our business, and when times are good, when times are leaner. And I will tell you, the one constant that has just constantly created value for our business is the content we create. And I can't stress enough, so many people just, I don't know why individually. I think maybe it's just old school attitude. Well, we've just got to come up with some marketing pieces, put out there, drive traffic, and try to close sales. Yes, there's a utility for that, and there's a prerequisite for that to be able to be successful early on. But long term, I'm telling you, this is long-term investment. Take some time, take some thoughts, take some investment, and put it in your content creation. And if we can help you, if you're not a member and you need help with your content, we do, and we are starting a management service where we will manage your social media and content creation for you. And in all truthfulness, we're using the technology that our members have at their access, but we will, I know if you're not a member or you're not a client, you don't have this and need someone to do that for you, hit us up. We'd be more than happy. I or one of my team members that are using this technology in the way I train them, I will refer you over to one of our marketing trainers and coaches, and they can manage your account for you and do that for you. So we got all kinds of ways to help you grow your business. But let me tell you, one of the strategies that you really, if you're not doing it, I'm telling you, you're missing out. Create content, stories that basically take people and bring them to your value proposition. Like my example with talking about Chicago, there's a way, and it goes back to what Ray Edwards has said, and I've repeated what he said. But the trick to marketing, the trick to good copy, is joining the conversation that people are already having. So many times we as independent business people, salespeople, people that are trying to promote our services, we want everybody to listen to what we're talking about. We want everybody to stop, turn off the TV, and listen to my presentation about this because it'll change your life. I mean, that's where we're coming from. But we've got to get more sophisticated and say, what are they watching? Why are they watching it? And what content can I create that I know they would be interested in because they're already watching that type of content? And then slowly move the conversation over into something we want. That is the trick to marketing. And with this new automated intelligence software that we're actually putting in with our platform, it's making content creation that much easier. How much easier? Well, the podcast today, the content from the podcast was created by the software.
Thank you for listening to our show today. If you have any questions or would like to speak with us about your goals, then please call or text us at 864-507-9696. Reach out to us online at terrywilson3.com.